Hey y'all, we back. And guess what, y'all? We back with another content, interesting content. Now look, I want to talk about the parents of Idaho victim Ethan Chapin. And y'all, Ethan been in my mind a long time. Ethan been on my mind a long time. But look, Ethan was one man, young man, life was taken in the Idaho murder case. Yes. And I know him by being a man. He had to been a young man. He had to fight. He had to fight that. And we don't hear none of that, you know what I mean? But I know Ethan with his height, he was almost the height of the alleged person that took him out. They just face they the same height. Well, was he laying down? Was he standing up or what? We don't know how did the victim get to him. You know what I mean? So what I want to do, I want to respect the family and let y'all see the struggle of families going of victims that goes through changes and up and down in a different lifestyle of what they thinking since that happened to their son. Now, before we get started, y'all, look, please close that screen door and stop letting all them flies up in here. So what we don't want is no flies in the chat. Okay. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. Okay. It's not mandatory. But look, but we do want y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please do. That will help the channel, y'all. Please like, share the video, and subscribe. Okay, and if you'd like to be a mod, put on the side that you would like to be a mod, but you got to be honest about being a mod. It's hard work, okay? All right, y'all. So let's get into our content. So we are going to look back on the family of Ethan. Ethan, this is his family right here. This is his mother and father right here. This is his mother and father. Ethan is a triplet. In case y'all didn't know it, it's three of them. Now it's not but two triplet. Okay. And I know how the twin and the triplets miss one of their loved ones in between them. You know what I mean? So I know the parents going through a lot, y'all. So what we're gonna do is respect the family and we're gonna see the yellow brick road that they are following through now. So first I want to look at this. Let me put this up. At stage. And I want to look at this video first because this video right here was a year ago. So that means that we're going to look back. Okay.
Pushing through the earth, the yellow and white tulips bearing the name Ethan Smile, meeting the sun for the first time.
It's just turned into something so special, something tangible that represents him now.
Nearly 5 months ago, the 20-year-old was murdered along with his girlfriend Xana Carnoto and her roommates Kaylee Gonzalez and Madison Mogan in that off-campus home at the University of Idaho.
That's not happening here. Sticks and I get up and watch the sunrise, drink your coffee, and cry in your coffee.
Ethan's parents, Jim and Stacy, speaking out for the first time.
I love to hug him.
I'd give anything to just be able to hug him
Just always make
One
sure
more time.
just always hug your kid.
Ethan, the eldest of triplets, so full of joy.
See how tall Ethan is?
He spent his last day on this earth with his siblings. The three seen here at his sister Maisie's sorority formal before spending time with Xana at his Sigma Chi fraternity and then Xana's home at 1122 King Street, where they were murdered just hours later. That house set to be demolished.
Stuff like that never happens.
You do. You think it happens to other people. But I'm telling you, if it can happen to us, it can happen to anybody.
Both Maisie and Hunter are now back at school, preparing to graduate without their brother.
Hunter, Ethan's wingman.
I mean, you realize when you're a triplet, you have spent your whole life together. The three of them.
Stacy and Jim lean on each other in what they're calling a shuttersome year of firsts, doing things they've always done, but for the first time
Oh.
without Ethan, preparing for milestones.
The one we have coming up first, 21st birthday.
Hmm.
We have talked about the kids' 21st birthday forever. That's going to be tricky.
That is going to be a tricky time.
Here at Tulip Valley Farms, Ethan worked in the fields planting bulbs, and now he's being remembered with his own. Ethan smiled.
There have been, right now, 80,000 bulbs sold.
The Chapins have big intentions to give back to both their communities in Skagit Valley, Washington, where Ethan grew up, and Moscow, Idaho, with scholarships funded by proceeds from the Ethan Smile Foundation.
We've created something that is good, that Ethan would love. He loved people, he loved a great adventure, and he was inclusive. If we could touch as many lives as he touched in 20 years in our lifetime, the world would be a better place.
The family knows they have hard days ahead.
Okay. Now that was then, y'all. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back here. And that was very touching. Cause as a parent, you as a parent, you know what they are going through. If you are a real parent, you know what these parents are going through. Okay. So let's move on to the next video. I just want to get my it's just something look like got too close. I got too close to the Idaho kids, y'all. I got too close to them, and I'm good about getting close to people like this. Now let's go into this video right here. Let me make sure y'all here with me, because sometimes I don't do it right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, y'all here. Okay, now we're gonna look at Ethan. In the Idaho, he was just one of the young men's out the group. Let's check this video, and y'all see the different in the parents' behavior. Managing of a death of their kid like this. It's a different when you haven't lost a kid.
It's not as hard as the call Stacy and Jim Chapin received earlier this week.
We're just trying to process it.
Then y'all see them, y'all just saw them, right? You could tell they going through something. Cause this is that first video was like 2 years ago, and this one here just a year ago, and you could tell she's going through something. Well, of course she is, but you know what I mean.
It's not a call that you think that you're going to have to speak with the funeral home directors and the FBI and have it hit national news.
They received the call their son Ethan Chapin had been killed. They got the call from their other
And y'all, that's his triplets. They are triplets. Golly. 3. Wow, that's amazing. And he's the tallest one. Here we go, right here. He's the tallest. He's the oldest of the triplets. Wow. 3 up, 3. Wow.
Ethan was a triplet, all so close they even went to college together.
We have these other 2 kids that are very impacted by this. But they need to be lifted up and cared for.
They say Ethan was the comedian of the family, was a lover of country music and sports. What did Ethan like to do?
Anything.
speculation and attention has been overwhelming, and they wanted to clarify what they say is misinformation floating around.
The things that are being said are 100% not true. There's not drugs involved. There's not some weird love triangle. Ethan was staying the night at his girlfriend's house, who was one of 5 girls who lived in the home.
They say his girlfriend, Xana Chernobyl, was one of the other victims and that they were in the same room in the house. Ethan's parents say they just saw him last weekend at the University of Idaho's Parents' Weekend and felt so proud and at ease.
As we pulled out of Moscow, we literally were like, we've done it. We've literally done it as parents. We've created 3 incredible humans that will go on.
But now the future looks much different, and Ethan's future gone. Their focus is now on supporting Ethan's 2 other siblings and keeping Ethan's light alive.
If everybody was like Ethan Chapin in this world, it would be a better place.
And y'all, and that was then with the family. Oh wow! I wonder how they feel now. I wonder how they feeling. Don't you wonder how are they feeling? It's just so hard. Sheesh, it is so hard. And I'm acting like I'm the parent. I act like I'm the parent. It's just like I am a parent, but it's like it's hard on me too. Know that their child gone and it's triplet at that, and he's a male. What in the world? I can imagine how things went in that house. But so y'all, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into our next video, okay? We're gonna go into our next video. What she did in that video was explain to y'all that it wasn't like they said. Now I wanted to get to the fraternity. Now let me make sure y'all can see this. The fraternity brother, he was in the fraternity, and he was just spending the night over there, y'all. He was just spending the night with his girlfriend. It's a strange thing, yeah, y'all can see it. It's a strange thing how that night the girl, they knew something was gonna happen because the boy Ethan spending the night with Xana, and then the 2 girls slept together. They knew something was going to happen. To me, allegedly. Now let's look at the fraternity, y'all. Let's see who got fake smile. You know how people is smiling in your faces.
The camaraderie's all there. The brotherhood's all there.
A year after the killings on Kings Road, the Sigma Chi fraternity brothers at the University of Idaho are sharing their memories about Ethan Chapin.
The 4 students we talked to are from Eagle, Meridian, and Grangeville, Idaho. Our Maggie O'Mara went to the Sigma Chi house and heard about their love for Ethan and how they're trying to heal together.
Here at the Sigma Chi house at the University of Idaho, memories of Ethan Chapin are everywhere.
I've never met someone who's so universally loved. Everyone liked him. He was just the happiest person to be around. Everyone wanted to be around him.
Losing Ethan in such a tragic way has impacted each of these students. The feelings and the emotions are still fresh.
Right after that happened, I mean, it was a madhouse up in Moscow. There were news people everywhere. I don't know, it was just no one knew what was going on, really, because stuff like that doesn't really happen in a town like this. But I think as a house, we all banded together. It was hard because a lot of people went home. I felt way better when I was up here with my brothers rather than being at home. I needed to be around these guys, talking about what I was feeling, talking about maybe we want to talk about memories of the year.
All of us knew that no one was going to look down on them for sharing their emotions or anything like that.
How we handled that as a fraternity, it wasn't one person handling the situation. We handled it as a brotherhood, and I think that really helped us get through.
They each shared happy memories of Ethan.
He's the coolest guy you'll ever meet. That's about it right there. He was really big, funny, happy guy.
When someone would walk in the room, not just me, anybody, he would welcome you into the room.
He was always very kind in everything that he did.
He'd always call me Gussie Gus in his little raspy voice.
Emotionally, always there for people. One of my favorite memories with him was my apartment flooded one night after a big party because there was all sorts of plumbing problems with it in the house. Went over to Xana's and I was hanging out with the two of them and we just talked for like hours and hours. And Xana made us grilled cheese sandwiches and Ethan and I are just sitting there talking. So that's one of like my most like cherished memories with it. You know, like I think back to that night a lot and I try to focus on nights like that rather than the sad ones when it comes to E.
The brothers lost Ethan's girlfriend, Xana Coronado, that terrible night, too.
Him and Xana were just like the most perfect couple you could imagine.
That's just how she was. Like, she was just able to come over here and hang out with all the dudes and just like, oh, hey, what's up, Xana? He said that Ethan was like the most universally loved person on campus. I think Xana was right up there with Ethan. Like, everyone loved Xana, everyone loved Ethan. Both of them were just flourishing for sure.
Hunter Chapin, Ethan's brother, is also a member of this house.
What?
Because it was a subject that he didn't want to talk about for a while. It was kind of letting him know that we are there if he ever does want to talk. Just kind of knowing that that's open for him if he ever does need a release to let his emotions out to us.
When we were there, the first Sigma Chi Ethan Chapin Memorial Scholarship was awarded to Hunter. The Chapin family was there, his mom, his dad, his sister Maisie.
Wow, y'all, this is so interesting. I never seen this video. And his brother was in the same fraternity he was in. And why is he looking over there? Why is he, y'all, we got to check the fraternity, but why is he looking over there at him? He looking at him. I'm just suspicious.
And there was a standing ovation.
I think it obviously means a lot going to Hunter. You know, we're talking all about E right now, but Hunter's right there with him. You know, like they're very.
If you put the mask on him, he got heavy eyebrows. Since she want to say everybody got a heavy eyebrows, and so he put the mask over him. He real tall. Listen to me.
Very similar people, especially with what Hunter's going through, obviously, and then the way he's come out on the other end, like the person he is now. Like personally, I don't think I could be not okay. Where is it okay? That strong. Be that strong in a situation like that. Like if I were to lose one of my brothers, for Hunter to go through all that and then come out on the other end, you know, as strong and as great of a man as he is now, like that exemplifies everything Ethan did in the past, and I think it's 100% Hunter's deserving of it.
I think it means a lot that Sigma Chi took the bull by the horns and
Him.
made
That's who I was talking about.
the
Him.
scholarship a thing. The world raised $125,000 for the scholarship.
Look at him, y'all. Sometimes you'll be surprised who the murder person is. You know what I mean? Mhm. He can be intelligent, speak well, and clear too. So it's insane.
Which is absolutely insane. And that's $5,000 to a Sigma Chi every single year, which is incredible. I don't think there's a better way to honor Ethan than to just help more people go to college. Exactly. He gave his whole life, so let's keep on giving in the name of Ethan.
The scholarship award plaque and photos of Ethan will live on here at Sigma Chi forever.
We all are wearing these bracelets. I don't know if I can see. Yeah, we put it all from
Words on mine.
Yeah, mine's all faded. We got these at his memorial last year, and they said "Live life like Ethan" on them. I haven't taken mine off since, and every morning when I
That is
look
so
at my wrist
nice.
and I see this, I just know I should live life like Ethan.
Mm.
I think that the stories of Ethan are going to just go from generation to generation, from pledge class to pledge class. And I think that's amazing that his story will be shared with everyone. Everyone can hopefully live life like Ethan.
Ain't that nice, y'all? That was so beautiful. They got a Ethan Chapin Memorial Scholarship. And this year, that particular year, they awarded it to his Ethan brother. Ain't that something? This is so, oh my God, I hope they find out, y'all. Oh, they found out who did this because mm, mm. I'm just like, whoo, Jesus. And y'all, and the last video I would like to share with y'all, through the respect of Ethan parents. Um, this is the last video I wanted to share with y'all. Up to date from today's. Okay, this is up to date, and I want y'all to see the difference in the parent then and now. Okay, and they're gonna speak on the Brian Kohlberger trial. Let me make sure that y'all in the right place. Okay, yeah, okay. And they set the trial back, y'all. They set the trial date back because the prosecutors said they need more. They need more time to do something. It's always something.
I mean, we're a regular family. I mean, kids played soccer and sports, and then all of a sudden we were the top news story in the nation.
Stacey Chapin opening up in her first podcast.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna look on here.
We're a regular family. I mean, kids played soccer and sports, and then all of a sudden we were the top news story in the nation.
Stacey Chapin opening up in her first podcast appearance, hosted by actor Taylor Lautner and his wife, Taylor.
We really only had two choices, and one was to just literally curl up and call it a day, which isn't an option, or we're going to start putting the pieces back together.
It's been more than a year and a half since Stacey's son Ethan Chapin, along with Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Kaylee Gonzalez, were fatally stabbed in their home near the University of Idaho campus. Suspect Brian Kohlberger was arrested 6 weeks later. A judge entered a not guilty plea on Kohlberger's behalf. The victims' families, though, still awaiting a trial date.
That's right. We may never get to trial.
Amid a deluge of pretrial motions and hearings.
Will you attend the trial when it finally happens? No. Will anyone from your family? I don't think so.
Chapin first explaining that decision to Savannah on Today last year.
It doesn't change the outcome. It just is energy that doesn't feel like it's well spent. There's other places to put it.
Now telling podcast The Squeeze, the family's at peace with the pace of the proceedings.
Nothing changes the outcome. We cannot bring Ethan back.
The family of another victim, Kaylee Gonzalez, voicing frustration with ongoing delays through an attorney.
The families need something to look forward to. They need something to happen in the cases rather than just hearing motions all day long, every day.
Hold up. I can't believe. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I need to take that bit. I can't believe what his mom just said. It won't change the outcome, but you would be there to represent your son, though. She said she won't be at the trial because she can use that time on something else. But no, you need to be there to represent your son. Maybe her husband there. I don't know. Somebody needs to be there to represent and listen. Yeah. On the behalf of the family, because see what the judge would do would linger off of that case. You know what I mean? If they don't see the family concerns.
It doesn't change the outcome. It just is energy that doesn't feel like.
You hear what she said? And I want to know. Okay, the judge entered a not guilty plea on Kohlberger. I have a not guilty plea on Kohlberger. Y'all already knew that.
The trial when it finally happens. No. Will anyone from your family? I don't think so.
Chapin first explaining that decision to Savannah on Today last year.
It doesn't change the outcome. It just is energy that doesn't feel like it's well spent. There's other places to put it.
Now telling podcast The Squeeze, the family's at peace with the pace of the proceedings.
Nothing changes the outcome. We cannot bring Ethan back.
The family frustration when ongoing delays through an attorney.
The families need something to look forward to. They need something to happen in the cases rather than just hearing motions all day long, every day of every month.
Meanwhile, Chapin says the social media frenzy surrounding the case has taken a toll.
The true crime nation is shocking. But at the heart of every true crime situation is a family like mine.
The Chapin family focusing on honoring Ethan's memory every day.
I mean, you just, we have said, you just have to get up and be the best version of you.
You can feel the frustrations from the families. And you mentioned that they were talking about the hearing to switch the venues has now been pushed back for a couple of months. Why do they keep delaying that?
Yeah, y'all. They pushed back the hearing.
Yes. Yeah, hold on. Brian Kohlberg's defense attorneys requested that the state be reset for the end of August. They say one of their experts needs some extra time to finish his surveys of residents and analyze some data. Now, the defense is preparing to argue Kohlberger cannot get a fair trial in Latah County where the murders took place, making a huge impact on that close-knit college town of Moscow.
But y'all, now Ethan and Brian are almost the same height. Even though Aunt Brian walked like an older man, I don't think it was Brian. I really don't. I think Ethan gave it. I don't know what Ethan laying down, sitting up. I wish they would tell us. But y'all, I want y'all opinion. How would you? This is what I want to ask you. Now, nobody can speak for the family, how they feel, how they think. Because they wonder what happened to their child. And they want the truth. It's bad when you lose a loved one and then you don't know the truth. You know what I mean? But what do y'all put in the comment for me? Where do y'all think this case is going to go? Where do you think it's going? Because they delayed it again. How do you think the outcome is going to be? Do you think Brian Kohlberg is the alleged killer? Let me know what you think. Hope y'all enjoy the content. Like, share, and subscribe.